What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the man. Thank you for coming back and watching me. We're living in a crazy world, and people, all of us really, are looking for signs of hope, beacons of hope, hoping maybe it will come from our future generations of our children, or the lawmakers and the decision makers in today's society, something. But this is exactly why I pray every day, I tell you. But when it comes to men, as y'all know, this is what this channel is about, understanding the mind of men. There is one type of man that is a beacon of hope, and that is the class of gentlemen. Gentlemen are not dead. We are still here. Even though it seems like we are outnumbered by the negative ones, I promise you, we are still here. And as y'all also know, I created this channel for my two younger nieces, so that when they become of age, they will understand men better, but not just any kind of man, decent men. So I also want them to be able to detect and know when they are in the presence of a gentleman. So for y'all today, what I'm gonna talk about are the signs of a true gentleman. All right, so before I start, make sure y'all follow me, like, subscribe, and let's talk in the comment section below. Thank you. So if y'all got anything confused about gentlemen, I am here to give y'all the straight surgical truth when it comes to the characteristics and traits of a gentleman. And the first thing I'm gonna bring up is that a gentleman is never about me, me, me. He is about we. That sounded mad French, right? Sounded like I was in Paris or something. But yes, it's not about me. You gotta flip that M upside down to a W. It is about we. Gentlemen are not selfish, far from selfish. In fact, some gentlemen can be selfless to a fault. Because one thing about gentlemen is that we know this life, our purpose, our vision, our mission is bigger than us. Because we will not be here forever. Therefore, we have to let legacies live for us forever. The way we treat people, especially our women, the way we make people feel, that's more than just me, me, me. That involves other people, so it's a we. Let's get more specific. When you are in a relationship with a gentleman, or if you're dating a gentleman, pay attention to his words, his mindset. Gentlemen will find a way to include you into the conversation. Even if he starts off by talking about himself, he's going to ask you questions. So what's your thoughts on what I said? So I do this specific thing. Are you aware of it? Are you familiar with that? Tell me your mindset on that. Gentlemen will find a way to include you into everything that involves y'all. The next characteristic trait of a gentleman is that he will invest in you. And I'm not just talking about money. Yes, he can invest money in you, monetary value, but he will also invest himself in you. He will pour into you. He will encourage you. He will morally support you. He will bolster your vision. He will aid in your dreams. He will invest in you. Because a solid man knows, a gentleman knows, is that when his woman is good, he is good. When his woman is better, he will be better. When his woman is great, he will be great. But it is impossible for me as a man to be out here prospering if my lady not. How? If I am the man, how could I possibly be doing great if my woman is struggling? And a gentleman knows that. So he will invest in you. He will keep you accountable. He will keep you inspired. He will try his very best to make sure you are good. Simple as that. The next characteristic and a trait of a real gentleman, a true gentleman, is in the name itself. Gentle. A real gentleman is gentle with his love. He is gentle with his love with you. He is gentle with his love with his children. He is gentle with his love with strangers. And when I say gentle, I'm not talking about getting a soft pillow and him sprinkling glitter on it and placing chocolate drops symmetrically on them for you. Even though I know a lot of y'all would like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's not the type of gentle I'm talking about. When I speak on gentle, I'm talking about patience. I'm talking about attentiveness. I'm talking about kindness. I'm talking about caring. That is gentleness. That is especially a man's version of gentleness. When he is gentle with his love to you, when he is gentle with you, it is because he knows you are precious. You see, the thing I don't think people realize, a lot of people don't realize, is that not only love is precious, but life is precious. And if you are one of the biggest parts of his life, then he needs to treat you as such, right? Because today, tomorrow, next week is not promised. That's why I hate to watch the news, because you always see these scary stories where someone loses their wife or a husband to a car accident, random, to sickness. Life along with love is precious, fragile, and gentlemen know that. And that is why they will treat you with a gentle state of mind. The next trait of a real gentleman, a true gentleman, a genuine gentleman, is that he is a proud protector. When you're around a gentleman, you feel secure. And in himself, as the man, he is secure in himself. So there's different levels of security right here. There's security for his woman, but then there's security in himself. It is hard to secure someone else if you are not secure in yourself. if you're not secure in your own abilities, if you are not secure in your own security. Being secure in yourself increases his security for you. So let's break it down to everyday terms. Y'all walking on the sidewalk and he switches you to the inside of the sidewalk and he's walking on the side of the street. Little things like that are signs of him securing you. Him never having his back towards the door in restaurants so that he's able to see who's coming in and who's going out of the door. That is a sign of him securing you. When y'all in the car together and someone suddenly stops in front of y'all and he has to step on his brakes and not even thinking about it, automatically swings his arm towards you to hold you back while he's going forward. That is a small, yet in the grand scheme of things, big sign that he is securing you. Those are the things that true gentlemen do. And it's not something that has to be thought about or forced. It is truly natural. It's just the spirit of a gentleman. Gentlemen are natural protectors. The next trait of a gentleman, a real gentleman, a true gentleman that I want y'all to look out for, to realize, is that a gentleman leads. He prioritizes you. He prioritizes the love of his life, his woman. There's no confusion about that. Now, when I say he leads and prioritizes you, I'm not saying he sacrifices himself, sacrifices his self-dignity or his self-respect for you. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he will be of tribute to you. What a solid man knows is that his woman is a gem, a blessing, his rib, and men were created to lead. So my belief is that if a man does not lead you, he is not your man, because that is what we were made to do. There should be no confusion about this. And I see that a lot in today's society and generation and dating even, where a woman will give excuses to her man not leading. There is no excuse in my opinion. And it's even worse in today's generation especially, because you have all these arguments and debates on men, from men, talking about the things they should do and shouldn't do for women. It is truly draining and frustrating because you're starting to see the shift in mentalities. Poisonous, unhealthy mindsets from these dudes are influencing these new generations. They're like sponges. When all is said and done, nothing changes or is supposed to change when it comes to the code of gentlemen. Gentlemen are not simps. Gentlemen aren't the guys that finish last. Gentlemen aren't soft men. What I want you to know is that gentlemen are respect dwellers. They are ultimate protectors. They are truth carriers. And they are upstanding men. No ifs, ands, or buts. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed my video today and talking about the traits and the characteristics of real, genuine gentlemen. Because I just want y'all to be around, be in relationships, and be associated with the best kind of man. Especially for you. This is your guy, Sealz the Man, signing off. Peace and blessings. I will see you at my next video. Goodbye.